everyone, thank you for calling the Auto Glass Helpline. Today we are going to be doing a Subaru Crosstrek. We are setting up our WRD Pro 6 here. This will be a full replacement video. The only thing I have skipped is putting my molding on this glass because this one didn't come with it, and installing my iron hides. That being said, let's finish this setup and move on. I'm going to place the hook at the top of the glass, align everything here as per normal, screw here with the top of the pillar, top of this bar with about the middle of this mark there, and anchor your door cup. Back over here, top of the glass, thumb at the base of the bar, 90 degrees. You want to be as perpendicular as possible to the edge of the glass. And I'm going to remove that. Give our glass a flip here. And then we're going to give this a scrub and some primer. A normal scrub with a red Scotch-Brite here. Make sure you get all your spots. Wipe off the frit that you've scrubbed away in the dirt, like so. And we'll give the whole glass a quick wipe down. And we're going to let this sit and dry for a minute. Make sure that frit's good and dry before we start painting it. Grab our TRT and pop this guy loose. Set that up there. We'll go ahead and pull that guy off of there, and then work our way across here. Give that a little spin and pull this guy out of there. And for those of you that were asking, I did send a message off to WRD about the TRT, so I'm just waiting for a response. Pop these guys off of here. And for those of you that use the socket method to pop those things out, I tried it. It didn't work for me. So I'm just sticking with what I know on these guys. I did try it though. I did give it an honest try. This last little piece out here goes in the pocket. Give that guy a spin, pull him loose. Done with that. Slide that under, pop that loose. Set that right there. Going to grab our 14 mil. Wrong one. Pull that guy. Lift that off. Pop our hose out. And remove that one. That one. And lift out our cowling. And come over here. Unplug our wiper bed. Like so. And again, use our little TRT here. Slide under that. And pop that guy loose. Me, I cut these loose just so I don't have to deal with them when I'm cutting out the windshield. You can do whatever you like. Drop our hood. We are ready to cut this out. Now that our hood is down, we will go ahead and throw our hood cover on. So, let's see here. Come on, slide up. Need to move this guy up here and drop a couple of magnets on these fenders to hold it in place. That way that'll stay. We'll pull the mirror when we go inside to cut. And grab our bat, our drag, our drill, our threading tool, and our guards. Set those up there. Stick that. Now, I'm going to pull a couple of these guys here for the customer because they're going to have to replace those. Pop that oil sticker off. We'll stick that to the mirror. And take our threading tool and push this through here. Find our VIN plate right there. Push in over the VIN plate. Go ahead and push our guards in. Grab our line. And have you guys ever seen me watch any of my videos? When you see me pull my line, I pull this up like this and then use this hand to pull more, because some of these hoods are really close to the windshield, or the windshield ducts under the glass. You don't want to drag it across the paint job and burn the paint job on the hood. I had a friend and co-worker do that one time, and they had to pay for a clear coat job on a high-end BMW. So always make sure you don't drag your line across the paint job on the hood there when you're drawing your line out. Make sure that's under the glass. Over here, and then duck that under that edge and pull up your slack. Let's cut out a windshield. I'm going to drop our drag in here and drill. This time I am loaded up with the XN96 line, which just snapped because I had to save a windshield yesterday. So unfortunately, line broke, but easy way to deal with that. I'm going to leave our bat over there for a second. Grab our mirror tool. We're going to pull this mirror off. don't like that Subaru has their mirrors plugged in like that all the time now, but I'm not the auto engineer, so they know better than me apparently. Going to pull this sticker off for the customer because they want to save that one. And then put that up there. Grab our guards and set these aside for a minute. And then going to find our line on the side or on the top here. And we're simply going to draw some line out like so. Tuck this back under that corner. The XN96 line is thinner, so it doesn't last for as many vehicles if you're cutting out multiple vehicles. So I had that windshield save, and then I had a couple of other vehicles on this line already. So the XN96 definitely wears out a little bit faster than your P8 or your P10 line. Tuck that, and then we're simply just going to lift the corner here. We can get our line under there, and then pull our line through right there. We're going to make sure that our line is above the pinch weld across here, of course. And then to finish the job, we're simply just going to drag this through and tie a couple knots in this. We're going to take our piece that we just pulled back through the windshield, and we're going to tie it to the broken end here. We're simply just going to tie a knot around that. For those that know, we're just doing a slip knot. We're going to do the exact same thing. We're going to take the broken end and then tie it around the one that we just pulled through the windshield, like so. And then grab both ends, and those are going to slide together, and that'll hold and give you enough line and enough bite to get around the spool and get it locked on. And we'll drop our guards back in here and finish our cuts. And break our line again. What do you know about that? Wonder what's going on there. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. I am going to pause, and we are going to re-spool this with some P8. And get this guy finished being cut out. So I will see you very shortly. All right, and we're back. So we are basically just going to restring this like we normally would. We're not going to use the threader though, because we already have most of this cut out. So we're just going to grab our line here, lift our glass, and feed this through. So come back around here. Pull our line up and around the bottom here. Then up on top, make sure we're tucked under the glass. Make sure we are around this guy, not behind it. And let's see if we can do this again. The other possibility is there is something in the dashboard down there, like a pin, or I've had fish hooks, glass from a previously broken door glass that got wedged in there. So any number of things could be causing it to snap like that. And to slow down. There we go. There we go. Like I said, I had couple windshields on that P8 or that XN96 line, so that stuff really is meant for more or less a couple windshields, and that's it. Basically it's the P6 with the P8 core, so you get a little bit more strength when you are saving a windshield. So let's carry on. These away. Lift this out. That one is done. Go ahead and grab that and toss it. Grab a fresh rag here and our trimmers. Got our iron hide tool caddy here, tool roll. Need to pull this molding out of here. And going to brush this out real good first. And we're going to clean this first because we don't want to spray anything on our freshly trimmed urethane. That. Grab one of our WRD trimming tools with that Stingray blade on it. That Stingray lets you ride that little cove right there without digging into the paint. Trim that little stuff off the top there. And same thing over here. Just a quick brush down. That a quick wipe down there. And then finish our trim here. Do not leave these in the Subaru pillars if you cut them loose, because they will rattle and you will have a customer come back and say, I hear a rattle. If you're with Safelite and they report it, they do consider that a warranty, so that will be a ding on your metrics. So just safer to make sure you pull them out of the pillar if they fall into it. Take that guy back in there. We're done with these. this. Just give it a quick little wipe. Need to put some primer on the glass. Halfway decent map here. Some pretty small dots to follow, but we can do it. And 2 laps around here. Got a couple little spots to cover over on the car where the seam sealer was exposed. There. One right there. A couple little spots there. Looks good across the bottom. A couple more little spots right here. And one right there. Good. Pick up a little bit of our mess here. And we no longer need the dash cover, so we'll go ahead and pull this along with any debris you happen to have. All we have to do now is put our putting our rear view mirror back on. We're not dismantling anything. We don't have a lot of tools inside. We're not putting anything on the dashboard for trimming. So go ahead and pull that. And grab a new tube here. We'll save that for a quarter glass at a body shop. We'll blow a little bit out the end here. And put some glue on glass. Toss that back in there. Little tape for the top. Check all of our cups, make sure we are tight before our set. Watch your top corner here. Down your side. You just drop that in. That. Over here. Pull that tight to this side. Deck. Push it back over a little bit. Get that out of the way. Plug in our wiper bed. Pop those loose. Make sure we are decked all the way across. We'll jump in here and throw that sticker back on. We'll throw this sticker back down here. And go ahead and put our mirror back on here. Grab our little wire hider here. Cute little baby one. Then that we are done inside, so we will grab our seat covers. And we're just gonna give those a fold. We'll take care of those in a minute. Our cups. And then we can also now fold up our hood cover because we are set. No more risk of dropping a windshield on a hood. Grab our cowling. And grab all of our little cowling bits and bobs here. Put our wiper nuts back in the pocket.
Did you already put it in?
Yes. Plug that back in. We'll finish working our way across here. That one back in. And snap our corner back in place here. Wipers back on. Give those a quick buzz down. And we're going to chase that here in a minute, because that fell down right there. All right. Go ahead and put these away. Oh, sorry, Damon. It looks like the engine cover doesn't catch everything you drop. Oh, I am not gonna make you guys watch me chase that down. So I know right where it is. Right there, you can hear it bouncing. Oh, wait a minute, maybe I can reach it. Nope, I'm gonna have to chase it. All right, anyways, let's go ahead and pull this cover. We are going to give this some slack again. Drop this down. Going to go ahead and pull that in front of our hood stand so we don't get tied up. Going to give our slack to that one. And fold these guys up here like so. Grab that so I can add slack to this one again. Pull that off of there. And fold this all back up like so. And that is replacing the windshield on a Subaru Crosstrek. And I'm going to leave the hood up because I'm going to chase that wiper nut cover and take care of that. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next video. One last little one for those of you that thought, he's just going to leave it. See you in the next video.